Hi, good morning. So I'm Ben, I'm Head of Strategy at Mruna. We are the smart future of wastewater and recycled water. So we have put together an innovative wastewater system that mimics rivers and how water gets processed in the natural environment to create a sustainable, perpetual wastewater system and a source of recycled water for irrigation. So, I think StartAD and Aldar have been really useful for us in many different ways. So as a company based in MENA, obviously we're familiar with the amazing reach that Aldar has, and having to have access to all of that experience and understand how we can start interacting with one of the largest developers in the UAE has been an incredibly important experience. On the StartAD side, I think the coaching that we've received has been really great in that it's challenged some of the assumptions that we had about when we go into investor meetings, when we engage with different types of stakeholders and clients. I think it's been really valuable for us to kind of check ourselves and make sure that we're really delivering a approach that is really tailored to our client and to really be able to most effectively work with Aldar. So working out how we can best work with a client to optimize both where we're going, moving this proof of concept in an Abu Dhabi context forward, as well as how we look at growing with a company, matching that with such a large institution like Aldar, I think has really been a great revelation for us for giving us new avenues to look at how we can scale, and has certainly made us think outside the box. I think certainly when you're a tech company, there's often a focus on building widgets and then building a bigger widget and kind of scaling up in a very traditional way. And I think what StartAD and your collaboration with Aldar has done is open a kind of a different perspective and allow us to kind of start thinking in a different way on our growth strategy. We are a MENA-based company, and we've been expanding out to the UAE over the last few years. I think I would break that down into kind of two different components. First of all is, part of our system is providing those who don't have access to clean water, to sanitation in economically or geographically limited areas with a wastewater solution. So whether that's Egypt or Lebanon or other countries in the region which have a specific economic profile, that's one part of our business. The other part of our business is very much more kind of what we're doing in Abu Dhabi and the GCC, which is being able to work on the water sustainability issue. So for us, the Gulf, especially the UAE, is one of the places that desalinates the most water in the world, and the cost of liters and liters of water in a carbon footprint is huge. So if we do some base calculations, putting in our system in a community could be the equivalent of taking 100,000 cars off the road. So for us, the focus of the UAE and especially Abu Dhabi on looking at how to be more sustainable, looking at water reuse, and looking at how to be really innovative in the water and wastewater sector is something that's incredibly attractive to us, and we want to be part of that journey and that success story to moving towards a more sustainable and ecologically sound approach in the future expansion of a city like Abu Dhabi. As a Lebanese, a company that started in Lebanon, for us the support of kind of the Lebanese innovation scene in tech and wastewater prop tech is incredibly important for us. The last 18 months have been very challenging as a small company in Lebanon, and the reality is that to be successful, you need to work out how you can be successful not only in Lebanon but in the MENA region, and hopefully going more global than that. So I think for us it's about working out how you create the right engagement, the right relationship, and really build kind of the stable steps to market that allow you to find niches where you can really exploit those in markets that you can be familiar with. Looking at that in the UAE context, and especially Abu Dhabi, it's a region right now which is incredibly open to innovation. It has a very high tech adoption within the population. This is a great time for expansion and innovation if you're in the tech sector. So looking at places like Abu Dhabi and really working at how you can take advantage of the great traction within innovation, within accelerators, within incubators that are really interested in looking at how they can move forward companies, especially within the region, is a great first step.